Merry Christmas! It's that time of year again where everything gets really, really busy. And some people love it. And then again, some people don't. They find it really, really stressful. And it's not just adults that find Christmas really stressful, it can also be your children. So the reason children might find this really, really stressful is that it's an unpredictable time. School has finished. And there was a lot going on at the end of the year, and this was a year which was very unusual anyway because a lot of our schedules were thrown off, and then we kind of just got back into a routine, and again our schedules are off, so that causes unpredictability, and the brain doesn't like unpredictability. It makes us feel really uneasy. So what can we do to help overwhelm and stress at Christmas time? The first thing you can do is to lower your own expectations. We always have these grand ideas, or we watch movies going, oh, I'd love if my Christmas is like that. The perfect table, the perfect tree, everybody really happy and joyful. And it's a lot of pressure. So the first thing is just take the pressure off, lower the expectation. And it's really important that we focus on the important things. If this year has taught us anything, it's about what really does matter to us. Now, I was treated to a little show tonight by my girls, Grace and Phoebe, and Grace gave a little speech at the start of the show that she put on for us. And I thought maybe she could share that now. So Gracie, what did you say tonight?
The presents don't matter. It's about the giving and having fun, and the feast is magnificent with all the food. The Christmas tree smells yum.
Okay, so there wasn't anything about I want at all. It was about giving to others, and it was about little traditions like having a tree that smells and some food together with family. So that's what we should really be focusing on, because every day we're putting deposits in our children's memory banks. So really, what do you want them to really focus on and remember? The second thing that will help is keeping a good schedule in terms of sleep and having nutritious food. If we are tired, what happens? It causes the amygdala, which is part of the brain that causes us to feel stressed and overwhelmed. It makes it more sensitive if we're tired. So it's really important that kids have a really good sleep routine and nutritious food. Something else that really works is just having a space that the kids can go when they are feeling a little bit stressed and it's just a bit too much. A place they can get away from other sugar-crazed kids and perhaps jolly adults. So letting them go out, having some time where they can just ground themselves, whether it's some nice music or a calming activity. Another thing is informing the child of what is going to happen before it happens. Don't get in the car and go, well, we've got 3 stops. We're going to go see Uncle so-and-so, then we're going to go and see some Christmas lights, and then we're going to do a drop-off somewhere else. It's just too much. Children don't have the same level of tolerance for stress as an adult, and the reason is that their prefrontal cortex only starts to develop when they're in kinder, and it continues to grow until the mid-20s. So having all those things packed on top of each other, surely it's going to cause a meltdown. There's no way about that. So make sure you inform them what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, but also maybe the night before, and then in the morning again, remind them, and don't overschedule. Something I highly recommend, and Grace did mention it, is giving. Gratitude and giving to others. Being thankful for what we've got and appreciating it and then giving to others literally rewires our brain for happiness. Studies have shown that when the brain's put in an MRI after 6 weeks of being grateful, that it does strengthen the neural pathways in the prefrontal cortex, which is where our emotional intelligence is. And it's really important that children start doing it from a really young age, because this is when the prefrontal cortex goes through its biggest growth spurt, and it's a great habit to get into. So I hope you found these tips really helpful, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a wonderful 2021. Bye. Merry Christmas.
Bye.